everyone, namaste. Welcome back. Today's video is going to be very interesting one from the perspective of managing of information or SMSs we receive. I'm sure everybody must be irritated by pesky SMS messages, right? Yeah, I know WhatsApp messages are peskier, uh, but still SMSs have a special place. At a time, we can afford to ignore WhatsApp messages, but SMS messages are very important. Mainly, we receive our OTPs, that is one-time passwords for various purposes, bank transactions, Aadhaar-related verification, or even maybe ITR verification, GST written verification, for various other purposes. We receive the SMS, so we cannot afford to ignore. And importantly, the bank transaction alerts. But equally, what happens, we get a lot of spam messages while going through. I would say it creates a fatigue of going through all the messages, SMS messages, and trying to sort out our useful for us and which are spam. In email, we have spam filter, but in SMSs, this thing by default there is no spam filter, so all messages you have to go through. So it would be nice if we have an application which will filter out the spams and do plus some other work for us, which is useful for our various tasks. So today we are going to discuss on how to segregate important messages from general marketing messages. As I said, there are a bunch of other interesting features in the app which we are going to discuss today. This app we are going to discuss is SMS Organizer by Microsoft. Yes, this is an Android app developed by Microsoft. And out of the many SMS software I have tried, this one seemed to be the most useful from the utility point of view. And again, before I proceed, I would request you to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. And also, I would like to hear your opinion about this particular software and any other software giving similar features or some of the features in the comments. So your comments will help in improving the content and information of knowledge of other people who are going to watch this video. Please do give your feedback through comments. Let us begin with installation of app. What I will do, I will take screen mirroring of my mobile phone, and then we can start. Opened this in Play Store. So in Play Store, you have to search for SMS Organizer, and the developer is Microsoft Corporation. Make sure that you download only Microsoft Corporation. So now we open this. Now I will be operating from my mobile. So this is the basic interface. What we are seeing. The first this thing is messages. We are going through the messages. If you go at the bottom of the screen, there you see four icons. First is personal. So these are classified automatically by the system. And next tab is transactions. So these are all system generated SMSs automatically the system classifies as transaction SMSs. So mostly your OTP SMSs, bank SMSs will come into this. Next, third tab is promotions. So here is where all those marketing or spam kind of SMSs go. And as you can see, most of them are unread. Oh, see, Pune messages are going here. So automatically it has classified. So now what will happen if some misclassification is going on? Whether we can rectify that? Yes, it can be rectified. I will go inside the message. Right now, what I will do, go here in the three dot settings. I will select move to. Now I will say automatically move future SMSs is also included. So whatever category I select, it will be done for subsequent messages also. So I say it is for transactions. So now that is gone to transactions. So if you can see, a lot of emails are lying here, which I have not read. I think some of them need to be reviewed. Anyway, let us go ahead now. Here as the Pune, yeah, if you see CA Pune, this thing has come here. Now another feature is suppose this message is important. I select it and mark it as starred. Starring is marking it as a important this thing. If you can see at the bottom here, it is showing that star. Now I will get it of this. So starred messages appear here. So you can mark important SMSs messages and they will be appeared under this category. So like this way you can prioritize your SMSs. Next comes at the top, you see again there are four different icons. So we are in first icon, that is messages. In second we will go to reminders. In reminders, automatically the software picks up your due dates for various payments. So it picks up the due dates for payments and it is shown here. So if any payment is due, for example, this is my BSNL bill, credit card bill, electricity bill, and my insurance bill. Like this, if any this thing is there, due date is there for payments, based on the SMS's message, it automatically classifies them into reminders. So this is a very useful tool. And third tab is relating to finance. Now what is happening is it is automatically picking up what is the balance in my bank accounts or credit card limit, whatever it is, and I'm automatically showing it here the balance. This is password protected. That's why you can see only stars against this thing. So whenever you want to show, you can select show balance. It will show. Here I have put it fingerprint scanning as this thing verification. It can be your password also. So here, if you enable that, you will get to see what is the balance. So here again, balance, it picks up what is the latest SMS which you have received, which mentions balance in your account, and automatically it is showing here. If you see here, this first IDBI bank account is showing is 19th June balance. ICICI Bank is showing 18th June. So on these dates, I had received a SMS stating what is the balance in my account. Now, fourth tab is offers. So here, I think there is a tie-up with Microsoft and these various service providers or people making offers. So according to that, you can choose your offers. Frankly speaking, I have not used any of these offers, but it's worth a try. This is the basics about what tabs we have and what information is classified and how it is presented to. And here, if you see at the bottom, it clearly states that your SMS data is not being uploaded to any other machine outside your mobile phone. So it stays in your devices only, and I think you can be rest assured about privacy of your information. Now we'll go and see a few of the settings of this app. Oh, naturally, when you start this app for first time, it will ask you to make this as a default SMS app. So unless you make it as a default SMS app, it will not be able to execute some of these functions which we have discussed. First, we'll go into general settings. If you want to add a signature to your SMS, so whenever you send a SMS, a signature is added, like how we add signatures in email. So you can add a signature here. What is the default language and which is the default folder which needs to be opened in messages. This thing, as we saw, there are four icons in the bottom. So which one needs to be opened? So by default is last received. So wherever the last received SMS is shown, that icon is automatically selected. Rest of the things are self-explaining. Next is you can back up your SMS data to your Google account. So here my this thing is linked to my Google account. So actually the system itself takes a backup. I think once in a day or once in a week. I don't remember the setting, but it takes, yeah, weekly. Here auto backup is set to weekly. So it takes a backup, and if you change your phone and install this thing, you can again restore those SMSs from that backup. So this is a very useful feature. And whether you want to set any rules for deletion of messages, you can set the rules here. For example, if you see first one is set for saying delete message OTP messages older than three days. So like this, you can set the messages shelf life of the messages. Notifications. So what notifications you want to appear in the notifications bar on the top. So you can select here, and if you don't want some of those notifications, you can disable that. Next is group Group messaging is also available. Again, I have not used much of group messaging since most of the group messaging happens through WhatsApp. So what will be the swipe actions? So when you swipe left or right, what will be the action? So if you swipe on the left, it will be marked as red, and if you swipe it to right, the move to option will start. You can change theme. Okay, it is set to system theme. That's why it is not allowing. Here you can change. This is the classic. Now it has changed. No, it is default system theme I have kept as dark, so that's why it is dark. And if you don't want the offers tab, you can disable. And here, if you see, this is the enable security for finance. As I said, it will show numbers only when you press that button to show numbers, and it prompts for your password, or if fingerprint is enabled, it shows. So after you install this software, I think this should be the first thing you have to enable. Only then you can assure safety of your financial information. So that's it, friends. Hope you find this video useful for managing your SMSs. I request again you to subscribe to my channel and give your feedback in the comments, because that is more important for improving the content as well as any alternatives to such useful softwares. Um, Thank you for watching. We'll see you again.